Family, welcome back to day 13 of the Golden Ant Castle. Today, I have some very exciting news to share with you all. The Golden Ant Castle has finally started to return to normal. Compared to the ants from the last few days, the ants currently active in the castle are noticeably different. Their mental state and behavior are making me feel genuinely happy. I had thought today would be another heart-wrenching day, but to my surprise, the ants' condition is particularly good today. Every worker ant that ventured out to explore is energetic and fully intact. None of them are missing legs or antennae, and when they meet, they communicate with their antennae, just as healthy ants would. Seeing them like this truly makes me feel so happy. Yesterday, I prepared some sugar water for the ants, and now I can clearly see that much of it has been consumed. The ants' abdomens are noticeably fuller, meaning they've adapted to the environment and started feeding again. This is a very positive sign, indicating that the ant colony is starting to move in the right direction. This is undoubtedly uplifting news. After observing them for the past few days today, I started adjusting the lighting in the ant castle, so the light no longer covers the entire space. The reason for this change is that Formica fusca ants prefer dimmer environments to thrive. After I lowered the light intensity, the ants' condition noticeably improved. The ants inside the nest have also settled down significantly. They no longer walk anxiously, but instead stay quietly inside the nest. Based on today's situation, it seems that the days of expanding the ant colony are no longer a mere fantasy. And so, the 30-day check-in for the Golden Ant Castle can continue. The warning alarm for the colony seems to be lifted, but this doesn't mean I can immediately relax. We still need to observe whether the ants have truly adapted to their environment and whether their recovery will continue. Over the next few days, I will focus on ensuring the ants can live in peace and quietly observe whether they start breeding or not. All in all, today is a great start. There have been no casualties in the ant colony, and the ants' mental state and interactions are normal. No more ants are leaving the nest only to get lost and never return, which is undoubtedly an encouraging sign. But what direction will the ant colony take in the future? Stay subscribed and let's continue exploring the world of ants together. Looking back on the past few days, I can't help but feel a sense of relief. Just a few days ago, the entire ant colony was in a state of crisis. The ants were lethargic and showed no interest in working or exploring. Deaths were frequent, and I was in constant worry about the future of these little lives. Each day, I asked myself, will these ants survive? But today, everything has changed. The ants have completely transformed. They're no longer sluggish and weak. Every worker ant that goes out to explore is full of energy, with no missing body parts. They communicate with each other, touching antennae as they pass by. I can't express how happy I am to see them behaving in such a normal, healthy way. It's like all the worries and fears from the past few days have suddenly evaporated. Yesterday, I provided sugar water for the ants, and I've already noticed that a significant amount of it has been consumed. The ants' abdomens are visibly fuller, a clear sign that they are feeding properly now. This is such a relief because it shows that they've finally adapted to their environment and are getting the nutrition they need. Initially, the ants didn't seem very interested in eating, which worried me, but now, seeing them eat and regain strength, I can tell they're starting to recover. This also made me realize that perhaps the ants' struggle wasn't just due to illness but was also related to their inability to adapt to the new environment. The environment plays a crucial role in their well-being, and now that they're adapting, their energy levels and behavior are improving. Today, I made some adjustments to the ant castle's lighting. The Formica fusca ants prefer dim environments to thrive, so I decided to lower the light intensity, making the surroundings less bright and more in line with their natural preferences. After adjusting the lighting, the ants' condition improved significantly. They began moving around more freely and confidently, and I could see them interacting with each other again. The ants inside the nest have become much calmer as well. They're no longer pacing nervously but are now content to stay inside the nest and rest. From today's observations, it's clear that this adjustment worked. The ants are much healthier and more active, and their social behavior is returning to normal. They're interacting in a harmonious way, and I can see them cooperating once more. I'm so relieved to see these positive changes. As their caretaker, I've been trying my best to create the ideal environment for them. By paying attention to their behavior and making the necessary changes, I've realized that their ability to adapt is far stronger than I had initially thought. Today marks a crucial turning point. It's the first sign that the ant colony might be coming out of its crisis. I'm no longer filled with anxiety about their survival, but instead, I'm filled with hope. The ants are recovering, and they seem to be finding their rhythm again. I now truly believe that the future of the ant colony is no longer just wishful thinking. As long as we continue to maintain the stability of their environment, they will thrive. With the ants returning to normal, I can finally begin to think about moving forward with their breeding plan. I've always known that reproduction is the key to the colony's survival and growth. Once the ants start breeding, the colony will expand, and more ants will join the ranks, making the entire community even stronger. Now that the ants' condition has stabilized, I'm confident we can create an ideal environment for them to begin reproducing. Over the next few days, I'll be closely monitoring the ants to see if they start breeding. For ants, reproduction is vital to the colony's survival and growth. If they begin to breed, we will see an influx of new ants, which will significantly strengthen the colony. I've already noticed that the ants are more active, and the workers are showing a healthy level of energy, which are all positive signs for breeding. Also, continue adjusting their environment to ensure it remains stable. I've realized that the lighting and humidity play a big role in the ants' well-being. I will keep the environment as close to their natural conditions as possible to support their recovery and eventual growth. Today's recovery is a reminder of the resilience of life. The ants have shown incredible strength in recovering from such a difficult period. Their ability to bounce back has filled me with gratitude and respect for these tiny creatures. As their caretaker, I can't help but feel a deep sense of responsibility to help them thrive. I believe that, as time goes on, the Golden Ant Castle will reach new heights of prosperity. Though challenges remain, as long as we continue to care for them, these little creatures can create miracles. Today's recovery has laid a solid foundation for the future of the colony. Let's continue to witness their growth and development together. If you share my curiosity about the world of ants, don't forget to subscribe and stay updated with our journey. Together, let's look forward to an even brighter future for the Golden Ant Castle.